Molweni, hello, hi everyone. My name is Oyama Mdleleni. I am a purpose coach. Life is spiritual, more than it is physical or natural. That means 80% spiritual and 20% natural. When I say spiritual, that means it's not seen, like the mind. We cannot touch it, but that's where decisions are being made. And then now in the natural, that's where those decisions that are made spiritually are being manifested, and they become evident when we see them. Meaning our thoughts are spiritual. What we think, we feel, and what we feel, we do. When we now see the mind, and which is now the spiritual side, our thoughts become evident in the natural. Whatever you see your life now, currently as it is, it started as a thought, became a feeling, became something you said, and then it became something you did. That is how life is. But instead, most of us, we do it, we think it's a reverse. We think it's more natural than it is spiritual. And the game of chess, it depicts this picture of spirituality. When you look at the game of chess, in the game of chess, the pieces that are there's a king, there's a pawn, there's a rook. Okay, you get one king, one queen, two rooks, two bishops, and then you get two knights and 8 pawns. So in life, there is 5 types of people. Okay, put aside the kings because the kings are spiritual. There's 2 kings, kingdom of darkness and kingdom of light. There's no in between. And then now we have the queen, we have the pawns, we have the bishops, we have the knights, and then we have the rook. The rooks, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 2 knights, 1 queen, and then 8 pawns. So I'm going to be explaining these pieces over the next couple of days, their meaning and which piece are you currently in. Before I get into the pieces, but I'm going to explain one piece today. But before I get to that, when I say life is spiritual more than it is natural. In the natural, we all trying to survive. We all are trying to provide and protect and preserve ourselves and those that we love. So now, then it becomes about exchanging blood for money. Blood representing life, and then money representing abundance. So there's always this exchange of these 2 energies. Money is energy, life, which is us, we are energy. So it is about us trading one thing for the other. You trade your time, which is when you have to physically go to work and perform duties. That is, you are trading your life, your blood, your time, your sweat in exchange for an income at the end of the month. So, okay, I want you to look at those 2 things. So we exchange blood for money. That is what life is about. We exchange blood for money. Those are resources, those are energy. And for a pawn, we've all started as a pawn. Every one of us started as a pawn. A pawn is those people who are being used by someone else to perform a specific task, so that that person now can get the exchange or can be rewarded or remunerated for the task that they have performed. So a pawn is those people who are working, they're clocking in at work, performing their duties, and then they're getting paid at the end of the month. But also those people who are working for themselves, They are putting in the work, putting in the hours, self-employed, and they are hustling and grinding. Those people are also pawns because they are trading their sweat, their blood, their life, their time in exchange for a remuneration or an income. Those are the lowest people in the ranking in terms of the PCs, because those people are used by the system of this world. The system of this world has been created by the kingdom of darkness. When I say the system, I mean the religious system, the financial system, the justice system, the health system, all the systems that we see in this world, the education system, all the systems that we see that we have to work under of this world have been created by the kingdom. See, remember, there's two kings in the game of chess. The king is a king that have the dark pieces. Then there's a king that has the white pieces. And in the game of chess, the king that has white pieces always starts the game. And then the king that has the dark king follows. But the white king always starts the game. And as we know, the white king represents the kingdom of light, which is Jesus. He always starts. He started and he finished already. So I want you to picture this. Those two kings, opponents, opposing the kingdom of darkness, is the one that has set these systems in the world that we see. And when Jesus Christ died on the cross, he's established the kingdom of heaven on earth. Now the pawns are the lowest ranking pieces in the game of chess, and they are the ones that are being used in these systems, or the worldly systems that has been established by the kingdom of darkness. So these are the people who are working, trying to provide for their families. These are also people who are unemployed, seeking work. Though these people are trying to find work, they are not finding work, they are struggling, they are the lowest ranking. They are the ones who are the poor, the poor people. And then also you find the middle class here who are earning well, but they are exchanging their time for money. And some of them, you find that they also have to bend the rules in terms of now exchanging. Like you find that there are people who are exchanging, who are giving sexual favors for promotions, for jobs, so that they can be promoted or get opportunities. Those are people who are pawns, people who are being used by the system of this world in order to be remunerated or promoted or get opportunities. So these are pawns. In the game of chess, there's 8 pawns. So I'm going to be explaining tomorrow these 8 pawns in terms of what exactly, pinpoint exactly what they represent. But I just wanted you to give you just that foundation today in terms of the pieces in the game, and then what they represent, and then also now the exchange. Life is about exchanging blood for money. That is what life is about. And if you don't know how to play this game of life, you will always be a pawn that is being used by others and not taking charge and taking control in terms of your own life, that mental stability, that self-mastery of now. As I've mentioned, that life is more spiritual than natural. When you have that self-mastery, that is where you are you are more spiritual than natural. Things are not happening to you, but they are happening through you. Okay, that is it for today, but I will be breaking this into more digestible or palatable pieces so that you can understand and you can place yourself in a better position, because things are going to get tough. Financial crisis is here. People are going to lose jobs. There's going to be mental breakdown, and you don't want to find yourself as a victim. Okay, remember that God loves you and He has a plan for your life that is good, of hope and a future. Is always remember that. Never forget that you are in His plans, and you just need to place yourself in that in a better position so that you are able to access whatever God has in store for you. Until next time then, take care. Goodbye.